Here at the IHSA Girls Volleyball State Championships, a lot of excitement as it is Mater Dei and Rock Falls here in the Class 2A State Semifinal. The Lady Rockets are 34-6. Lady Knights, Mater Dei, well, they're 31-6. A lot of excitement for both of these two programs. And overall, here in the Class 2A State Semifinal, we are going to introduce ourselves to these two teams. Keith Paget, our public address announcer, he will take it away.
Between the Breeze Mater Dei Knights and the Rock Falls Rockets. Presenting today's game is the Busey Kids Captains of the Game, Carson Anderson and Cardi Schrager from Breeze Mater Dei. Supporting the arts, advocating for our youth and helping those in need. We're proud to give back to our communities, doing the right thing for our customers, and building trusting relationships that span generations. We are UC. That's been our promise since we opened the doors more than 150 years ago, and it remains our promise today. How about a nice round of applause once again for Carson Anderson and Carter Schreiber. And now let's meet the coaches from both teams. For the home team, the Lady Knights from Mater Dei High School. The winner of today's semifinal contest with a record of 31 wins and 6 losses. Please meet head coach Chad Rocker. Coach Rocker has a career record of 381 wins, 94 losses, and 4 ties in his 13-year career. And for the visiting team, the Lady Rockets and Rock Falls. The Rockets have today's match with a record of 34 wins and 6 losses. Please meet head coach Sheila Pillars. Coach Pillars has a career record of 641 wins and 282 losses in her 26-year career. Now let's meet the non-starters rotating from team to team. From Mater Dei, defensive specialist number 3, Lauren Lynch. From Rock Falls, a setter number 2, Casey Whipple. A setter from Breeze Mater Dei number 5, Reese Palmer. A defensive specialist in Libero number 4, Sophia Moore. An outside hitter for the Knights, Emma Johnson, number 7. A defensive specialist for the Rockets, number 5, Elizabeth Lombardo. A defensive specialist, number 10 for the Knights, Lauren Chambers. Number 6, the defensive specialist for the Rockets, Carolyn Massini. And outside hitter for the Knights, number 11, Bree Jasper. And middle hitter for the Rockets, number 9, Addison Miller. And opposite side hitter for the Knights, number 18, Avery Wibble. At middle hitter for the Rockets, number 11, Kayla Hackbar. And opposite side hitter for Mater Dei, number 21, Avery Hackbar. And outside hitter for the Rockets, number 12, Aubrey Vickers. At center for Mater Dei, number 25, Bria Kerr. At middle hitter for the Rockets, number 15, Lily Betts. And at middle hitter for the Rockets, number 17, Sophie Shavira. And now let's meet the starting lineups in rotating order for the Class 2A semifinal match. From Monterey, the defensive specialist, a freshman, number 1, Ava Blakely. And defensive specialist from Rock Falls, number 3, Zoe Henderson. At center from Monterey, the 5'10" sophomore Addison Henninger. Center from Rock Falls, 5'5" senior Denali Stoner. As defensive specialist for Monterey, a 5'7" senior Maddie Winkler. And outside hitter for the Rockets, a 5'11" senior number 13 Claire Pickett. Outside hitter for the Knights, number 14, Ella Dearest. And outside hitter for the Rockets, 5'11", senior number 14, Nicola Udell. At middle blocker for Monterey, 6'5" junior, number 24, Alyssa Kirkenmeyer. Let's get ready for some semifinal action at the IHSA State Finals.
All right, so let's get ready for some state semifinal action here in Class 2A. We've had 3 games completed here today, and another one here in Class 2A. The winner of this match will go to the Class 2A state championship game. Their opponent is going to be IC Catholic, but who IC Catholic is going to play? Well, they await the winner of this match between Mater Dei from Breeze, Illinois, the Lady Knights, 31-6, and they have got head coach Chad Rockers at the helm, the son of the only other head coach in Mater Dei history, the legend Fred Rockers. And on the other side for Rock Falls, the Lady Rockets, 34-6, first time ever reaching this point. And for Sheila Pillars in her 26th season, she's going out with a bang. It's her last year as the head coach, retiring after this season, but a team that under her direction had been to Super several times in her tenure. This last group for her got her here to normal, and now we are about to be underway. A lot of excitement on both sides. A standout player here for Mater Dei is Alyssa Kirkenmeyer, a 6'5" junior middle blocker. I'm sure we'll talk about her quite a bit. this afternoon. And we're about to start up this match again. Winner taking on IC Catholic. Loser will play in the third place game. So Claire Bickett will start us off on the service. A player in right-handed swing there, Kirkenmeyer. Talk about pillars in 26 seasons. First time getting here in your last year's got to be pretty special. An attack out of the middle. Well, we said we were going to mention. And you talk about what Mater Dei and the Lady Knights overall have been able to do. Last year, they lost in the super sectional. It was the sectional finals where the run ended for the Lady Rockets a season ago. But Alyssa Kirkenmeyer gets the first kill. Rock Falls, they respond. Each team's got a point to start out. Our officials here today, R1, Connie Scott, Maureen Bollinger, R2, with Kristen Martin-Fry, line judge. There's the swing toward the back row. Is it in? It is. Nicole Udell getting the job done on that occasion. Talk about Claire Bickett, a single-season record this year with 385 kills, while it was Udell who also was a big part of the attack. She had 350 herself. The Rockets with winning 3 over the first 4 after that ball misses on the near side. There's the attack. It spins, and it could not be kept in from Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson, other than Alyssa Kirkenmeyer, a player who has 239 kills and 120 blocks on the year, standing at 6'5", leading the team in both those categories. Emma Johnson, second on the team in kills, 190, a player who's headed to Lindenwood University. For Alyssa Kirkenmeyer, she was a standout for this Mater Dei team on the basketball hardwood when they won a state championship in 2023 this past spring. They upset Quincy Notre Dame. She had 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 blocks. She then had a triple-double in the state title game, 23 points, 14 boards, and 10 blocks. So that's pretty impressive, and now she's put together 120 blocks on the volleyball court here this fall. 6-2 Rock Falls with the edge. Denali Stonich back to serve, a Sauk Valley commit. The senior setter with 777 assists here this season. What a diving dig by her there, and it's pushed back over. And then Kirkenmeyer keeps it alive. Far side, here comes the swing from Udall, and it is blocked up front on the far side by the Lady Knights. So 6-3, Rock Falls. They've got the edge. And not able to return. It was a Lady Rockets team that, when you look at what they were able to accomplish a season ago, 35-4 is what they did last year. They're now 34-6 this year. Lost to Genoa in the sectional finals, a team that, well, they had a very historic run to clinch a very impressive title a season ago. Not involved here in this year's tournament. That's right hand of Lee Strader getting the job done out of the middle. And 7-5 the score. Maddie Winkler back to serve. But for Chad Rockers, Somebody who had immediate success upon taking the reins of this program. And play appeared as though it might have continues, but it looked like it was up. And now they look at the up official for the call. And it is the Lady Rockets who get the point. Speaking of Rockers, the head coach for Mater Dei in 2011, his first year, he won a state championship going 39-3, taking over for his dad, who was the head coach. The legendary Fred Rockers, a Hall of Famer. All the assistant coaches are former players of Chad and Fred, and all have played on the state title floor at one point or another. This is the 5th time now that Chad has taken the team to this stage, but in his first year he got a state championship and hasn't been able to hoist that same trophy yet. And that was back in 2011. Now his 13th year at the helm, and a nice play by the Lady Rockets, pushing it toward the back row. Claire Bickett finding it. So Claire Bickett getting her first kill. We mentioned 385, a single season record. And if she gets going, it's a very dangerous attack that the Lady Rockets have in tandem with Udall, who's already got 3 kills in this one. That's sent over, diving dig there from Lampy, and now right-handed swing coming on from near side, and that is a Mater Dei point. So Mater Dei, a super sectional advancement last year before Freeburg ended their postseason run. There's a fire of a swing on the far side, earning a kill. And that's Bickett once again, the senior on the outside. And now Bickett, her rotation back to serve. Sheila Pillars in her final season at the helm, 26 years in the making, trying to get it to a stage like this. Retiring from coaching in this position when the season is done. But this group has given her something special. Battle here in the mid stages of this first set. Far side, Stonish tries to set up attack, and now it's rolled over on the swing from Johnson. Right-handed attack from Udall, and she has a nice play. For this Rock Falls team, Claire Bickett broke the single-season record for kills, and then Stonich broke the record for assists. It's just been a record-breaking year for them. As mentioned, first time ever going to have a top 4 finish in the state of Illinois, and for this team and Chad Rockers, this is their first time getting back here since 2021. So they finished 4th in 2021, did not make it here last year, lost in the Super Sectionals, and now they're back, a team that has gone quite a bit. And that's why we mentioned Fred Rockers, his father, well, a Hall of Famer, a guy who won quite a bit of state titles, had won in 87, 93, 94, 95, 2001. And also 2010, and then Chad in 2011 picked up the title. But that's a look inside the Lady Rockets. Huddle leading 11-8. They've had Nicole Udall do a really good job early of finding the floor. 4 kills on 8 swings. And somebody who's undecided on where she will play next. Claire Bickett, also a player who has got college interest, but is undecided. Carly Cobbman, also, speaking of records, single-season digs record holder, and broke that record this year. For Stonish as well. Stonich is closing in on the Aces record for a season. She's got 52 here this year. So out of that timeout by Mater Dei, we'll see what they can do. Win the point and have Nenninger back to serve. And here's her service. Bickett first to touch it. Back set now. And that's the swing from Reyna. And it will be a double on the side of Mater Dei. Point to the Lady Rockets. A school coming from Rock Falls in Whiteside County. And they're going to replay that point. Initially ruled a double, but some pleading on the side to the up official. And Connie Scott had us replay. Far side, here's the attack. Up back row dig. And there's the attack. Nice up in the back, this time from Bickett. Sent over by Henson, and it is out of play just beyond the mark. So 12-10, good battle here in the Class 2A semifinal. Already had one Class 2A semi. Nicey Catholic is headed to the championship game, awaiting the winner of this match. Here's the swing, hits off the top of the tape. 4 touches on that side as it could not be over from Wibbles, and it will be Stonich back to serve. He's got 52 aces on the season, north of 777 assists as a lift is called. It will keep Stonich, who's headed to Sauk Valley, on the service line. Keeping it alive. Meyer won the joust, as most 6'5" middle blockers do, but the rally continues. Pushed over, and it falls down. Play made, far side. Avery Wibbles, the junior opposite. Addie Lampy, the junior libero, will go back and serve. Attack out of the middle and a quick set and finish. Ely Strader with a nice finish. And Rock Falls ahead 14-12. Service from Mater Dei. Block up front. That's a combo. Johnson, Strader combined for a rejection on the near side. Mater Dei going on a 3-0 scoring run now, pulling within a point in this opening set. And that run continues. The double contact keeps Addie Lampy on the service. Right-handed swing, and there is no touch. That goes out of play. Good run at the service line, though, from Lampy. It's Addie and Ava Lampy, and their older sister, Liv, she went through the program and graduated last year. And attack returned, and a good play by Strader. Once again, she's having an impressive first set. Ely Strader, 5'10" senior middle blocker. 128 kills on the year coming in. And 45 blocks. She's got 4 kills on 5 swings in this first set. We're knotted at 15. Attack from Bickett. Now set far side, pushed over from Wibbles. Near side, top of the net, it goes over. The libero comes to slide over and keep it up. And now attack near side. That's good up by the libero Lampy. Far side, here's Bickett. Goes back. Now bump set by Lampy, pushed over. And on the far side, it is a Mater Dei point. Wibbles able to win that physical battle, which was a scramble of a rally. Both teams playing quite a bit in transition on that occasion. And now it's Mater Dei who's taking a 16-15 advantage. Stonich, far side, the attack. And Bickett long on her swing. Timeout call. Mater Dei, big run they have used to not only come back but take a 2-point lead here in set number 1. And they have done it with some efficient play as of late. Elise Strader, 4 kills, 5 swings, and Wibbles now with 3 kills on 6 attempts. It's been Nicole Udall with 4 kills leading the way for Rock Falls. So a timeout called by Rock Falls, trailing by a couple late in set number 1. We'd like to remind you, you are watching live coverage of the IHSA Girls Volleyball Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school playoff action. Today's event is available to download. Just click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event right to your computer. So back to play out of that Rock Falls timeout. 17-15 edge for Mater Dei. They've used a 3-0 run to take a lead, and going for that zone 4-4 attack, it goes beyond the mark on a Ella Diericks attempt. Another 6-foot player on this squad. As Elizabeth Lombardo with the service. Quick attack out of the middle. Elise Strader, another job well done by her. She was a player behind Diericks and Johnson, along with the leader Kirkenmeyer in kills. When you have 5 players north of 100 kills, it means you've got options on the offensive end, and that's what Mater Dei has. 18-16. Attack once more, near side. This time it was Diericks, and she was able to hit it through. So Mater Dei's come alive late in this second set. Diericks third on the team in kills. And that service goes beyond the mark. What a tightly contested opening set we have between these two sides. Nenninger, near side, Diericks finishes it. Chad Rockers, and again, all the assistant coaches, former players of him or his father, the only 2 coaches in history. The motto this year for them, the climb. They want to continue to climb. And asked about record books, and maybe nobody breaking those records this year, but plenty of players who are chasing that. Like the junior, Alyssa Kirkenmeyer, who's got a basketball state title under her belt, leads the team in kills this year, and ultimately an Ella Diericks kill forces a timeout after a service ace, makes it 21-17. So that's a look inside the huddle that Sheila Pillars, her 26th and final season at the helm for this Rock Falls Lady Rockets side, trying to come through in this opening set, down 21-17. A timeout is called. And when we talk about Alyssa Kirkenmeyer, we said how she was so excellent on the hardwood for basketball, getting a triple-double in the state championship game and a big 20-point effort to help upset Quincy Notre Dame in the semi. You know, for her, she is somebody that is sitting 6th all-time in blocks, 8th overall in kills for the program. Has been an instrumental part of 2 programs in receiving interest from volleyball and basketball programs alike, notably Tennessee, Iowa, Clemson, Miami, and Colorado at the next level for the accomplished 6'5" multi-sport athlete, in this instance, middle blocker here for Mater Dei. And after winning a basketball state title, trying to help this Mater Dei side do the same here in volleyball. It's Claire Bickett and this Rock Falls side trying to send Sheila Pillars out on the highest of all high notes, trying to finish with a state championship. An even sweeter sound that it's uncharted waters already for this program. Udell. Attack out of the middle. Good dig in the back row on the swing from Kirkenmeyer. Run down there by Cobbleman. Push to the back. Lampy first to touch it. Kirkenmeyer has to send it over. Stonich with the set. Good swing from Reyna. It somehow stayed alive. And then a dig in the back from Bickett. Unbelievable. Free ball opportunity. Where does Nenninger go? She goes to the right side. She gets it to Alyssa Kirkenmeyer. And what a rally we just witnessed here at CEFCU Arena. It gets ended by Alyssa Kirkenmeyer sliding out to the far side. And responding, Nicole Udell getting it done. (23-19). Mater Dei a couple away. They can take this opening set. Rock Falls right in it as well. Bickett chases it down. Udell sends it over. Setting up in the middle. It's Kirkenmeyer. She gets the ball up. They get it to the far side. And a very brilliant finish once again from the senior Nicole Udell. How about the dig to set that up on a swing with plenty of operation room for Kirkenmeyer and a spirited dig. Mater Dei, though, they respond. Emma Johnson, the 2B Lindenwood athlete in the Ohio Valley Conference, a recent Division I team coming from the Division II level. She's set to be a Lion. Getting a big kill there. Now at set point. There's the swing. It's too long from Udell, who came up big with 6 kills in the first set, but that attempt too long, and it will conclude the proceedings here in this first frame. As it's a 25-20 taking of the opening set for Mater Dei. They'll try to close it out next, or can Rock Falls force a set number 3? Buckle up and find out next.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
With great brands at the best prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun. More of this and this, and more of this and this. So you can do more of that, and that, and that, and definitely some of that. While getting together for more of that, and that. Yes! Have more fun with great brands at the best prices, only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Back with you here, and after one set, It's 1-0 in the match in favor of Breeze Mater Dei Catholic High School. The Lady Knights, a 31-6 squad, took the first set 25-20. Impressive effort from Elise Schrader, who came up big. 5 kills on just 6 swings in the first set. Didn't go to her much, but you didn't need to because of the efficiency that she produced in that opening set. Now, when we look at it from this perspective, Rock Falls, they had a lot of impressive individual performance. Those 2 pin hitters, Nicole Udell and Claire Bickett, showed at times they could cause problems on the other side for Mater Dei. They ultimately ended up taking it. Digs were even 18-17 in favor of Rock Falls, showing that they're willing to play that long rally, spirited effort style of volleyball. The difference was, well, Breeze Mater Dei hit 250 while Rock Falls hit 147, 16 kills for Breeze and just 10 for Rock Falls. And we are very sure that you've been enjoying this broadcast. We'd like to remind you that today's event, it's going to be available to download. You just have to click digital copy. There's a digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy right to your computer. You're watching live coverage of IHSA Girls Volleyball Championships on the NFHS Network, nfhsnetwork.com/IHSA. It's your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school playoff action, and that action set to continue here in set number 2. Mater Dei took the first set 25-20, but that in the past now. How can Rock Falls respond and force a third set? Or how can Breeze Mater Dei take it? Well, we'll get answers to those questions in a matter of moments. Last time that the Lady Knights played in a state championship match was 2019 when they finished second. Last time they won it all, 2011, and that was the first year for head coach Chad Rocker. So we're off to play second set. It starts off with a Rock Falls Lady Rockets point. And a huge sea of Kelly green. May not be able to see it on the near side with where we're located here at SEFCU Arena, but a great crowd has come from Rock Falls and Whiteside County to enjoy it. And while they've enjoyed the first couple of points as well, as they've come out, and just as we saw in the opening set, Nicole Udell, she gets a kill to start off this second set. They respond, tallying another point, 2-0. And there, it's a ball that fires into the net. So back-to-back Nicole Udell kills to start off set number 2. She's now got 8 in the match, a match high, followed by attack air and a 3-0 sprint out of the gate here for Rock Falls. Henson, bump set from Stonich, and it's in. So Udell with the first 2 kills. And then a response with a 4-0 run. Bickett, big swing and rearing back and putting some force behind it was Alyssa Kirkenmeyer. 4-1 Rock Falls. Here in this second set. And on the far side, it is Kirkenmeyer who wins it at the top of the tape. A problem at 6-5 in the middle. Attack from the back row. They try to set up Bickett. Now far side, going for Udell, and she is on a tear to start this second set. third kill of the set, her 9th of the match, 4-2 in favor of the Lady Rockets. Sheila Pillars has got to be excited about what this group has done to start set number 2. 5-2, they've got the edge. And there they go in the middle to Kirkenmeyer again, and she finds some hardwood. We mentioned for Chad Rockers, and the theme for this modern day team is the climb. They want to continue to climb and get better and better, as it is a block on the near side. Johnson combo with Kirkenmeyer. But for this Rock Falls team, their motto, well, they've changed it. It's a motto that is ready for combat. They got new uniforms with a light green camo pattern and took team pictures on Army trucks at the beginning of the year. They want to be ready for combat. And you can kind of see that when we zoom in on the Lady Rockets uniforms. That camo, more so, is that reason. And they've been ready to battle every game since. Quote from head coach Sheila Pillars in her 26th and final season. And also, she said, when they think of Army, they think of a tight-knit group of people that are family and battle every day with each other, and that's what they're trying to do right now. It's been a good battle early here in set number 2, 6-5, Rock Falls with the edge. But Nicole Udall, who's been battling and playing at an extremely high level already with 9 kills. Here's Sophie Moeller, a Ursuline College commit. A 5'4" senior libero who stays on the service line. Her and Stonich, the two players that are committed to play at the next level, with a couple others having interest for the Lady Rockets. For Modern Day, it's Emma Johnson headed to Linwood, and it's Maddie Winkler who is headed to Kaskaskia College. Elise Schrader committed to Stevens. 7-6, Rock Falls with the edge. And Lady Rockets with a good rally here. Lady Knights with some good swings, and again, the digs and ups from them have been impressive. They dug, and they forced the Lady Knights to make a mistake. How about that? And for teams that like to rally in the aspect of not just literally rallying long, but rally together and dig as a unit, sometimes that forces the opposition to get out of system, have to play in transition, hit tougher balls, and make another team make a mistake. And with games that have longer rallies, that's what it's more about. Forcing the rally to go long enough to make the opposition make the mistake, opposed to maybe a match we saw in 2A earlier where it felt like another team came out and imposed their will making plays. And, you know, many different ways to do it. We've seen a little bit of both in this match for sure, with the plays made from Nicole Udall, 9 kills already. We've already talked about what Strader's done, 5 kills on just 7 swings. But on that rally, good instance of it. There, it's a play made on the far side. They're all big plays, and it's Avery Wibbles who has a big block. Both teams have combined for 5 errors already here in this second set. With longer rallies starting in this second set, that's a little bit of the explanation why you've seen more errors. Longer the rally goes, the higher likelihood that somebody's going to make a mistake. And a mistake meaning a self-inflicted wound, and at this juncture, it's Mater Dei who's now taking the advantage. They did a similar thing in that opening set. Rock Falls, good start, but a couple runs here or there, and they ultimately take the lead, and they've used a 3-0 scoring run to now take a 9-8 lead. Rock Falls gets right back to it. So Zoe Henson going to serve, the 5'3" senior defensive specialist. Here's Diericks on the service. And it's Strader who makes a play in front of the net. So 10-9, Lady Knights with the edge. Big swing, and it cannot be chased down as it hits off the scores table here to the right of us broadcasting. It also announced the score at 10-10 here in set number 2. It's been competitive here in this second set. Returned by Diericks, and it cannot be kept in. Rock Falls with the point. Bickett still on the serve. Nenninger. Dug in the back by Kabman. Now Nenninger going to set it toward the middle. Bump set by the libero. Lampy to the near side. Trying to get it to Diericks. Returned and play at the net. As the rally continue, push toward the far side. Udell comes to recover. Bickett out of the back row, and it's dug up there from Lampy. Another long rally we have. Can it be ended by a block? It can indeed. It could not be returned by Mater Dei. And the Lady Rockets come up with a rejection. In a match like this where they're getting doubled up on the block, they came up with one. It's not going to go down maybe in the traditional sense as the ball went out of play after the fact, but to have those big physical plays at the top of the tape against a very big team, you talk about Kirkenmeyer, 6'5", but there's other players who are very decorated blockers as well, like Diericks, a 6-foot junior on the outside, who just gets a kill on that occasion. 12-11. And they do give Reyna an assist with Stonich on the block on that occasion. But it's followed by a Diericks kill. Mater Dei. Nods this at 12 here in set number 2. It was 25-20 in the opening set. Close once again between the two sides. And not returned. Rock Falls goes ahead. And at this juncture where it's even late in the biggest stage of the season for both of these teams, takes one big run to give your team some confidence. The biggest stage of the career for Sheila Pillars in her 26th season. And first time getting to this point in her final year. And for this Lady Knights side, they want to help Chad Rockers, and that goes into the net. So Rock Falls has FQ Arena rocking right now with plenty of fans who have come and supported their efforts here in the 2A semi. Chased down by Henson. Free opportunity here. Going to be Nenninger out of the middle. They get it to Kirkenmeyer. Every chance they can get right there was an opportunity. And they went down the middle. She had time, she had space, and she got the kill. Her 6th, which is now a team best. That service finds the floor. How about Ella Diericks with a big service ace? The 4th of the match for Mater Dei. Udell's attack goes beyond the mark. Talk about having a big run late. Rock Falls has a couple-point run. A couple-point run here for Mater Dei. They now take back the lead. Back in 4th action here in set number 2. And that now turns into a 4-0 scoring run. And a timeout to follow by Sheila Pillars. Mater Dei getting back to state after not going last year in 2022. They went in 2021, finished 4th. In 2019, finished 2nd, so it would be their first state title game since 2019. And it would just be their 3rd state title game under the direction of Chad Rockers. Obviously, Fred, the legend, won it plenty times. And for Mr. Chad Rockers, he won it in 2011, his first year. They went back-to-back, and he took over a very talented club that went all the way 39-3 in 2011, and now trying to get back to that same glory here this season. Leading 16-14 out of the timeout. High school sports fans never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS Network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. We are high school, and we're out of the timeout, back to play. And it's right back to Alyssa Kirkenmeyer for another kill. She's got 7 in the match. She's yet to commit an error. We talk about how she performed at this Final Four stage in basketball. Didn't put up crazy numbers throughout the basketball season, but at state, she certainly did, getting a triple-double in the state championship game with 10 blocks and 23 points and 14 boards. Well, she's stepping up big once again, and she has put up great numbers all year, leading the team in kills with 239 and blocks with 120 coming in. We mentioned some high-level Power 5 programs looking at her for basketball and volleyball alike. That's won by Rock Falls, though. Tightly contested. Rock Falls trying to force a decisive 3rd set. Do they have a run in them? Stonich with the serve. Sent toward the back row. It's up from Bickett. And now return toward the back, and it is too long, going for line in the back. Nicole Udell, she's got 11 kills in the match. Claire Bickett's got 5 and 12 digs for Rock Fall. Somehow they keep that one alive. It pinballed around and went back over. Kirkenmeyer comes up with a big swing. It's defended well, and there, it's good location and precision by Nicole Udell. Put it right where the defense couldn't get to it, in the middle of the defense. And a lot of her shots have been going line today, cross-court opportunities right there. Good precision to see that open space. And there it's Kirkenmeyer, too long on that hit. Did not time it up to keep it in. 2016, Rock Falls down 4. Back somewhat against the wall. Oh, excuse me, 19-15. And 19-18 the score. Rock Falls fighting back in it here. Both fan bases engaged. Great service and the dig from Lampy. On the reception. And another precision on the kill from Mater Dei. They now go ahead 2. So we've got the score at 20-18. Mater Dei leading by 5, by 2, but 5 away from taking themselves to a state title match. There's a swing from Emma Johnson. The 2B Lindenwood Lion with a big strike. The 6'3 senior. Talk about all the height on this Mater Dei team. Here in 2A, they've got plenty of it. 21-18. Here's a response. Is it in? It is. Claire Bickett coming up when Rock Falls needs her most. Mater Dei's sided out at a 59% clip, 49% for Rock Falls. Lombardo. Here's attack out of the middle. Again, Strader. Job getting done at a high level for Mater Dei in the middle. While neither team has hit the ball particularly at a high clip in this set, which could be a decisive set if Mater Dei can take 3 more. Rock Falls right in it as well. Mater Dei now 2 away. There's going to be a timeout. We've got a battle. Mater Dei leading in this match 1-0 after taking the first set 25-20. Now ahead 23-19. You're watching live coverage of IHSA Girls Volleyball Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSNetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school playoff action. And today's event is available to download. Just click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event right to your computer. Mater Dei, you feel like they could potentially smell it. An opportunity to play for a state championship and play in a state title game for the first time since 2019, and it would be just the 3rd time under the direction of Chad Rockers, who are trying to get their first state title since 2011. They're 2 points away from doing just that, but Rock Falls, a team who has got further than they ever have, still in the thick of it. We'll see how they respond after 26th-year head coach Sheila Pillars called a timeout. Dunn retiring after this year. Can her team come through for her? And there's a big-time dig. Keeping the play alive once again. What an effort from Rock Falls to keep it alive. Again out of the middle. They force Mater Dei to hit it into the net. It's an attacking error from Strader. And it's Rock Falls with some unbelievable digs to set themselves up. 23-20, inching closer. They'll need to continue those efforts. Big swing from Diericks. Far side. It is Bickett. Ricocheted. Rally continues. Diericks again. There's Kabaman, the libero with a big dig. Here's a swing, ricocheted off the block from Bickett, and it's chased down by Winkler. Here's Stonich. What a diving dig there from Mater Dei's Nenninger to keep it alive. Stonich returns it, and there it's Bickett once again. They needed an answer Claire Bickett able to hook up with Stonich, the two captains on this squad, and the Lady Rockets are right in it, down by a couple. With back against the wall, and Mater Dei responds with a kill in the middle. And now they've got an opportunity to punch a ticket to the state championship game. Match point, 24-21. What can Rock Falls do with backs against the wall? Nenninger sets it up near side. Block is there. A big-time block. Stonich comes up with the rejection. A stuffing on the swing that tried to go across the court. 24-22. Here is the service from Bickett. Sent over. Far side, and it could not be a ball that could produce a swing, and albeit a solid run, at the end, Mater Dei takes it in 2 sets. 25-22, what a match we had. Mater Dei takes it 25-20, and then 25-22 in 2 sets. Today's player of the game will be on the other side. Mater Dei headed to the state title game. That's brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors for our player of the game. Stay tuned for that, coming up next. Today's player of the game is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's Addison Nenninger who gets the player of the game as you get a look at her as she'll go celebrate with her squad in the locker room. 20 assists today. She set up quite a bit of Mater Dei Lady Knights. Also added 10 digs, a couple of kills, and the setter quarterbacked this offense to victory. And a 2-set victory over Rock Falls. So Mater Dei, they have themselves a ticket in the state championship game. They'll try to get their first ever state title since 2011. First since 2011. They have plenty in their program's history. They're trying to do it for the first time since 2011. It would be first time under head coach Chad Rocker's direction. So they'll be doing it against IC Catholic tomorrow for a state title game in 2A. We thank you guys so much for watching us this afternoon. We've got more volleyball for you, though. 3A and 4A. That's all coming up a little bit later on this afternoon, so please stay tuned for all of that, and we will talk to you next time on the NFHS Network.